Yeah, I've been waiting for this. That's so cool, Pickering. I'm so glad that you're excited for some Toontown gaming. Mr. Fishstream Yay, hello Delta Stream. Welcome, welcome. Uh, hydrate and consume a Tic Tac. Okay, I can do that. Here, I wonder what Tic Tac I should do. Ooh, let's do a Frosty Mint. That sounds fun. Those are cool. Okay. You guys have seen Toontown before. You know how Toontown works. You know the Toontown drill. For music today, I've got a mixture of Persona and Xenoblade songs. We got Maze of Life going right now. It's pretty cool. Not really. Fantastic. I'm so glad to have you here, Delta Stream. I think we'll just start with something simple here. By something simple, I just mean waiting. There's a CEO group waiting to go here. And since people aren't really here yet, I'm probably just gonna go. I'm just gonna go wait, I mean. My brain's not big enough to comprehend the masterpiece that is Toontown. That's probably true. Here we got. I thought this was a group of 3. Why are there 4 people here? What is happening? Cool. Fantastic. Oh, someone just joined with a group of 4. Cool. I'm able to game here soon then. Oh. Also, Rhyme is supposed to be here eventually. But right now he's dead. So, currently absent, unfortunately. Oh boy, this is starting off fantastic. This person made a group, and this person just arrived. And you don't know who I'm pointing at, do you? I don't have the cursor enabled. Gosh dang it. This is a disaster. This person was just not in the group, and then they just showed up. So that's cool. Rhyme can't make it to a Wonderfish stream. He isn't a real fan. True. First, good work, Drew. You are indeed first. I'm impressed. Also gaming. Oh my gosh, no way. Man, I joined this group thinking that it would take us forever to find a full group, and we are already going to start. That is incredible. I also have not played Toontown in a hot minute, so we'll see how this goes. This guy's doing a Toontown Let's Play. It's incredible. We have 8. 7, 8. Very cool. We got everyone. Look at that. We're gonna game on him already. What a start. Playing the video game. Why is this person getting off? Okay. By the way, are you gonna get back into a regular stream pattern, or are you just gonna stream when you feel like it? I'm thinking for the summer, I'll probably do Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because I have more time. What is this person doing? Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna go with 7, I don't care. don't know what their deal is. That was kind of a pile of garbage. Wait, they made the group and they didn't come. That's impressive. So my Wednesday, Thursday, Friday joys of being Australian. Incredible. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to convert to Australian time on the spot. I don't know my Australian time. As any person probably would. That's fine. I hope so. This is cool. I'm just going to do that. Oh no, has this person not... Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Oh gosh. This is shaping up to be a fantastic one. Wait, and that person didn't kill the... Oh boy. Oh gosh. Your streams are from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. for me, so as long as you don't change the time you stream, the days are fine. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I don't really plan on changing the time. I thought about it at some points, but I've just grown to really like streaming during this time. So, imagine not living in South Carolina. Imagine. I'm going to try to call Rhyme again. Because it kicked me out of the call. We'll see how that goes. Oh boy. Isn't it like 8 to 10 p.m. for you? 8 to 11 for me. These people like have no idea what they're doing, do they? I don't really know what to do if no one else does anything. I'm gonna do that. Someone do something with me to help kill him. Thank you. Incredible. It's fantastic. Is Rhyme dead? Possibly. Lure missed. Awesome. This is like the worst CEO I've ever seen. No wonder we got a group so fast. Shaping up to be a good stream, boys. No, Rhyme was never alive to begin with. That's so true. He was just dead the whole time. He was never really here. He's just been an illusion. Okay, what we need to do is kill this fella over here on the left. Will people be able to do this? I'm unsure. That won't... Okay. That's not gonna work. Actually, it might. No, it won't. I'm dumb. He's been a Pepper's ghost the whole time. Drew, what does that mean? Rhyme skills, so doctor couldn't save himself. Ah, yes, the doctor's curse. He could save everyone, but not himself. Well, this works out. We can just sound again. The other side is probably doing better, and they have one less person. This is awesome. That's the mirror revolution used for the Haunted Mansion's ballroom. That's awesome. Maybe he has been. That would be cool. Man, that's like one of the coolest practical effects ever. No one will know what I'm talking about other than Drew. But it's so cool. What are we gonna do, boys? Someone else pick something. I don't want to pick first. The right sound it is, as per usual. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Awesome. Disney is the largest instance of it, so it's even cooler. What's happening in the game? I'm so lost. So basically, there's these waves of guys coming down, and we're trying to get rid of them in the most efficient way possible. And we have a bunch of different combinations of things that we can do to try to do that. But we're doing things are dying, but we could be killing them more efficiently, I think. Oh boy. We're gonna use all of our sound. That's not the best. But yeah, the Haunted Mansion is just so cool. It's so neat. So kill enemy quickly and don't die, standard RPG stuff? Yeah, except dying isn't really an issue. Like, we probably just won't die at all. It's just a matter of doing everything efficiently. My guy, I don't think we can do this again. Okay, well, we're doing it again. Fantastic. So we've now used all of those. And we're probably not the furthest. Oh my gosh, they have someone who does not have sound. That is not the best. This is the strangest group I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Rhyme is like dead. This sucks. Oh, yep. There's a group of guys that could really easily be taken out with sound, which none of us have. You hate to see it. That is a solution. That person lured. Why? Why did you do that? What is happening? Don't you generally do Toontown by yourself anyways? I generally do, yeah. I like doing it on stream sometimes, though. Because it's just a bit more relaxed. It's not as engaged as most of the other games I play. I can just kind of sit here and talk and do whatever. And pretty much everything that's on the screen will just happen automatically. Are these real people? Is Toontown popular? Dang. It actually has a surprisingly active player base for how old it is. Okay, well, we need to do that, so I'll do that. But, like, usually there's 2,000 people active at a time, pretty much every day. It can get up to 2,500 on good days. It's pretty cool. It's not the most active game, but quite honestly, for how old it is, that's pretty good numbers. Also considering they update it almost never. Except for recently, when they've been going crazy. Brooke is a greener, watch out. What? Do they have a... Oh, cool. For those unaware in chat, a greener is basically a troll. I don't know what is happening. I don't know how there's a greener. But sure. I'll do that. Kill that guy, please. What platform is Toontown on? Just PC. Lure missed 3 times this fight. This is awful. I can't even look at the names of the other people for some reason. Come on. Do they have a... There's nobody here named Brooke. What was that person saying? Oh. I'm so lost. I'm lost. I'm confused. I'm scared. I don't know what to think anymore. Have you tried using it better? We probably should, to be honest. What are you doing? What do you want me to do there? I guess that. That's what makes sense to me. Sure. The other people having a skill issue, and are you coping? I'm just confused as to what's going on, mostly. Every single CEO I've done on my own has made sense. And for some reason, this one has just not made any. Your drops be organic, crunchy, non-GMO piano. I absolutely love that so much. Oh, cool, we're done. Maybe. It could be faking us out, actually. That happens a surprising amount of the time. I'm gonna do that. You guys kill him. Why'd that guy pass? What? Sure. What's really confusing is this person has made, like, the most questionable decisions this whole time. Oh, wait, that person's a... Oh. No. Wait, why... Who are they... What? Who are they calling a greener? Like, themselves? They've made the most confusing decisions. I'm lost, I'm distressed. I need rhyme. Please, rhyme. Please. I desperately need your help. Themselves, it's a self-report. Ah, I knew this would happen. And that is vile. What the heck, that is vile. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no thank... What? Get out of here. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, everyone please use a fire. That would be so awesome. Why are you firing the one that I fired? Oh my gosh. This person has to have a ping of like 2 trillion. Dr. Rhyme needs to wake up and or exist. I know, right? I've done 3 calls and he hasn't answered. He said he would be late for this stream, but like all I can really do is call him. Okay. Kill him, please. Oh my gosh. Oh. That felt like it didn't go nearly as well as it did. Spam hi. I could spam hi to him, but I don't think that would make him go back faster. I think that would only be annoying for everybody involved. Don't worry, I pinged him for you. I'm so useful. I keep calling him, so I am pinging him. But thank you, I suppose. Thank you for trying. Look at all them cheesy boys. I meant spam him. I misclicked. Oh. Well, oh, okay. I could still spam hi. I would still do the job. I'm not going to. But I could. You can't even... He's so small. I didn't even notice. That little tiny pig boy. He was minuscule. Okay. This will be disastrous. But, you know... okay. I see this man. I'm gonna go for this man. I go for the big boys. By which I mean the boys leaning back. I don't think anybody else has the same mindset, but that's okay. There's a big boy. What's the story of Toontown? Corporate robots are invading. And they're trying to take over this happy, goofy town. And you have to fight back against them using funny sillies. Essentially. Of your saunter whilst in disguise. It's pretty cool. There's some other stuff in the story that involves, like, Scrooge McDuck, but I think that's not canon now because, you know, it's not really owned by Disney anymore. It's like, there was, like, an election or something, and one of the two candidates was, like, kidnapped by a big bad, and now no one knows where he is. They've never followed up on this. But that is the story as of, like, 7 years ago. They have not made anything to follow up on it. But, you know, it's there. Hydrate. I can do that. I love hydrating. Water in my mouth. Also, what I'm doing right now is I'm focusing on these cogs leaning back because they're version 2.0s, which are harder. As compared to the regular ones, which are just level 12s. Just normal level 12s instead of level 12 version 2.0s. And since we have to fight all these guys at the end, you know. The camera's moving, it looks like you're using a controller, which is strange. That's just how slowly it moves while here. Who did not feed that guy? There was someone right next to him, but okay. What are you feeding the crocodile-looking things? They're big cheeses, so they got little cheese heads. And, normally they would be drinking oil because, you know, they're robots and that's funny. But we're feeding them not oil, so they explode. Cheese. Yeah, we're feeding the cheeses cheese. That way they cheese. They're gonna get all cheesed up. Okay, I think there's a big fella over here that can die. Okay, that guy's got it covered. That's the guy that can die. Shh. That's not too bad for 7 people. I hope that these guys die. That would be nice. Nothing else we do at this point matters. So. Oh yeah, both of them will die. I hope. Please. I don't want to fight either of you. No. Oh, that one will. Yes! Oh my gosh. The actual last second. That is incredible. Yeah, that's him exploding. This is so cool. I'm gonna call Rhyme again. Oh boy, what are we doing here? Who knows? Is this a CEO? Yeah, it's a CEO. You gonna fire? What are you... Okay. Sick, I'm learning all about Toontown. You are, Drew. Look at you go. You're gonna know everything about this game without actually playing it. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. This person did something that takes a super long time. So now they're just gonna have to keep fighting guys while we just wait. This is awesome. Do you have any sound? You literally have none. Okay. So you should probably foghorn, and then I should probably elephant trunk, and then that person should probably piano. But I think that would make sense, so we probably won't do that. That's exactly what we did. Awesome. Will that work, actually? Uh-oh. Well, we killed one guy. Whatever. Also, Drew, it is knowledge that you will use. Because you will continue watching me play Toontown. So you will just slightly understand things more. They'd be stream sniping so that they can follow your instructions. My instructions that also didn't work, but that was also the most damage that we could really do there. Use this foghorn, elephant trunk, and piano. Who names these? Well, I mean, that's what they are. They're gags, so it's funny stuff that would be in, like, cartoons. Just, like, dropping a piano on someone, or blowing an elephant trunk in someone's ear. I'll be honest, that one is the most confusing to me. This person's, like, completely into the roleplay. It's wild. It missed. Man, it just can't go smoothly if I'm streaming, can it? It can't be simple, it can't be easy. Not if I'm streaming. Oh my gosh, Rhyme has responded. He has said not ready yet. This is huge. They just have to keep fighting guys. And we're just stalling on accident. That's so cool. Yeah. It'll be nice to have Rhyme here. We finally beat one wave of cogs. Are there even any more? There is. Barely. Oh, yikes. 2 of them are version 2.0s. Yikes! Yikers. Yikees. Not the version 2.0 dies. That's so funny, dude. I'm just gonna lure. Bye-bye, friend. You're the top banana. I might need to get that voice line. I wonder if I have it. This game sucks. I hate gaming. Gaming's hard. We're the top banana. Incredible. I wish I was the top banana. Being the top banana would be so awesome. That'd be like a dream come true. I'm just gonna do that. Like I will die now. I will kill him. He will explode and not be alive anymore. Wait. Is that organic? Okay, cool. Very nice. Wait, was that a $1 bill? That's wild. Significantly better than a bottom banana. Those ones get bruised. Imagine being a bottom banana. That'd be so sad. I want to be the second down from the middle banana. I want it to be the slightly to the left banana. Krusty Krab. What is happening? These people are so chatty. Imagine talking to anybody ever. I can't. Oh, they got the cupcakes. Very cool. And we finished faster than the other side, probably because we fought half as many cogs. That's so cool. I will go over here and wait. Well, Wonderfish weekend? Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez. Shadow Rhyme time guy. Oh, my gosh. Oh. It's the blue, so I can't read it. You should talk to people more, completely obsess over Toontown, and own the role. If I talked to people more, I probably wouldn't play Toontown. It's just like... Those things don't really, like, coincide. Mr. Fish, hello. I cannot watch this stream. This is tragic. I'm so sorry, Pickering. You're missing so much of the worst CEO gameplay on the planet. You lucky dog. That is you. That is you, Pickering. You were the lucky dog that Legal Beagle is referring to. Consume a Tic Tac. Ooh, let's do a... Oh gosh, the fight's starting. I can't. This sucks. I'll do it once he makes me jump off the table. Now this is gameplay right here. Who's gonna get owned? Nobody. He faked him out. Okay. Tic Tac speedrun. I dumped 2 out. What are they? I want to say pineapple. I think this is pineapple. Yeah, I've pineapple now. I think it's pineapple. Why don't you explain what is Toontown to those pathetic people who don't know what a Toontown is? I've done that like 3 times this stream already. I'm not going to do it again. Just rewind it if you missed it. You can do that, trust me. Of course I would know. Only the tooniest of towns. Man, one of these stupid pineapple Tic Tacs fell out. I wanted to dump out 1, but I dumped out 2. It's rough. Sucks to be people. The townest of tunes. True. True, true, true. Oh my gosh. I just want to put this Tic Tac... Oh my gosh, I did it. Holy cow. I'm so good at this game. I can put Tic Tacs back in their little boxes while I'm gaming. It's just that easy. Wait, this is not an action-packed gaming song. Get out of here. That's a little better. Basically a god. He's such a gamer. That's so true. Literally the title. I am a professional. Colony 9? Heck yeah. Love Colony 9. Big fan of this song. Peak video game music. See, I've always gotta run music while playing Toontown because it keeps everyone else who doesn't know what Toontown is engaged. It's a genius play. They never expect it. With me some Colony 9 Day extended. I'm a big fan. I think that just missed. That's unfortunate. That's so smart and awesome. Just like me, for real, for real. Give me my table back. This nerd. Oh, he's disabling that. Don't know what the music is, so yeah. It's from Xenoblade. Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Definitive Edition. This playlist has songs from various Persona and Xenoblade games. By various Xenoblade games, I mean only Definitive Edition and Xenoblade 2. That's it. Sorry, all 3 Xenoblade X fans in existence, none of which are in the chat. Does it have that funny song name? Which funny song name? Put on Unstoppable. I'm gonna have it go as it does. Hydrate. I can do that. If you want to listen to whatever the heck you mean by Unstoppable, you can just look it up and start listening. A funny song with a funny name? I forgot their name, though. Are you talking about the Path one? Like, you will not stand against our path? Or you will recall our names? Because both of those are the ones that have funny, different names in both games. Ooh, got that extra, like, 2 damage in there. Just said that because of Xenoblade Chronicles X and music slander. Oh. The Recall Name song with the sick riff. Xenoblade 2 one? I'm a big fan of that one. I have that song in Beat Saber, but it's really hard. It's a good song, though. Oh, that was hitting the guy behind me. I got pranked. 1. I don't remember what it is in 1. I think in 1 it's You Will Recall Our Names. Maybe? I don't remember. I get them mixed up because they're basically the same song name. I'll look it up after we win this here. I refuse to take damage, my man. Good try, though. Want some more music? That is not going to happen, sorry. I have the playlist decided, and that is what it will be. I should do a Mori music sometime, though. Because it's funny when you have the whole playlist randomized, and every once in a while you just get a horror song. You go from, like, Ready Steady Go to existential Ready Steady Dread. God has decided upon this playlist. Precisely. Once I have selected it, it will not change. How? What? That was because it was hitting the guy behind me. I'm so mad. That's gonna hit me, actually. I'm just kidding. I made that up. Dready, dready, stay. Ready, steady, dread. The yeast has risen. So true. There we go. Oh gosh, that was weird. We did it. He got gamed on. Okay. You Will Recall Our Names is Xenoblade 2. That was the one I was remembering. I think You Will Know Our Names is Xenoblade 1. Yeah. It's funny because in the first one it's You Will Know Our Names, and then in the second one it's You Will Recall Our Names. The Shreds of the Dready Bread, Return of the Yeast. That's incredible. That person's been going crazy with the text chat. 5 pink slips. That is awesome. That song goes so hard. Oh yeah, there you go. 1,800 players right now. It's kind of later in the day. And it's also a weekday. But unlike weekends, I've seen it get up to 2,500 before. And when the update dropped back in December, it was at like, I think 4,000. It was crazy. A lot of people play the game. It's just a lot of people don't play it at the same time. Streaming tomorrow, so I will miss most of it due to work. I am going to be streaming tomorrow. It's going to be Cuphead again. Gonna be finishing off a couple of things with Rhyme. Okay, what in the world do I want to do next? I have so many things I could do. I could do field offices, I could do DA offices, or I could do a back 9. You know, the things that I'm able to do every single time I play Toontown, because that is all I have left to do. So we're gonna do what I do every time, where I open up the group page and I find a group. Dude, a back 9? It's like the back side of the number 9. Do the tune in the town? That's a good idea. I like that idea, actually. I'll probably do whatever opens up first, honestly. Shame I'm gonna miss the Cuphead stream. What other games are you gonna stream? What else do you have planned? After Cuphead, I'm probably gonna go to Mario Sunshine. And it'll probably be the worst gaming experience of my entire life. And I don't really know what else I'm gonna do. I don't know if I want to keep throwing in Toontown streams, or if I want to try to find something else to do. Not really sure. It's very open right now. I have a lot of options. I don't know if I really have a lot of options, but... Ooh, it might be field office time. Field office time it is. What is it, 3+? Yep. Very camera sucks. I can't wait. I'm excited. Okay, this will be a sucky field office, which will be awesome. Please have high laugh and experience. This person so badly does not want this to suck. Kind of a field day. Someone else struggles with flood, or not if you're a gamer. I cannot play any Mario game for the life of me, so I will not do well. Is that tune named Tigger? That's awesome. Where? What? Kaboom Cliffs Oak Street. Isn't that what this is? What? How am I the first one here? Where? Okay. Southern Monica, oh my gosh. What about 2D ones? Oh no, I can't play those either. I can't play any Mario games at all. Could stream a hat and time apps and turn them into videos. I could do that. That would also be something that would work. We should join a silly team. Where? What? I don't... Where's my group? I don't understand. There's no one... What? Where are they? Not a Mario gamer, are you? I don't know what it is with Mario games. I can do most platformers A-okay, but every Mario game, I suck. There's unfortunately not a mod for Sunshine that makes keyboard and mouse work well. That is unfortunate. Where is... Burnt rice? This person's saying Mr. Hello, Mr. Burnt Rice. Where? Where are they? They are not here. I'm leaving. This group sucks. I'm gone. Goodbye. Did not see anyone anywhere. That is dumb. Group ditched? Could've. I mean, it will work, but like the camera won't work the way you want it to work. The camera didn't work the way I want it to work in the other Mario game, so... This sucks, because now there's no groups for anything. This is the worst day of my life. Come on. Give me, something. Anything at all. It's a Friday night! Why aren't people playing Toontown? Everybody plays Toontown on Friday nights. This sucks. This game's terrible. Wish Mario games came to PC. That's a port to beg for. I could probably actually play them if they did. Back 9. No way we're doing a back 9. That's incredible. Oh my gosh, guys. This is going to be the best stream ever. The group filled up instantly. Holy cow. And that song made me think that Death by Glamour was starting. I was disappointed. Yeah, sorry. No Undertale music. Get DMC8 if there was. Drew, you ready for a back 9? I know you love those. They actually made these more tolerable recently. There's no one here again? I'm in the wrong district. I'm overreacting. I'm gonna rage quit Toontown. They're so cool. Bleeding sword. I still live. That is exactly what is being said right now. Good job singing along. Remember the stream that you did that was just back 9s? See, what's incredible now... Dude, I cannot click it. What's cool about them now is, instead of having to do, like, 10 of them, you only have to do, like, 6 of them. And they also go faster. But I'm also at a point where I only have to do 1 of them, so we're fine. But normally, with the original back 9, this bar would not fill up with 1. But now it will. So that's cool. I think it was like 3,300 before. I don't remember what it is now. It's like 4,000 something that it gives you. Thanks for the support. Burn My Dread really does it for me. I'm a big fan of that song. Nifty. Yeah, numbers. Numbers in the funny game about taking down corporations. It's a coin in the nifty jar for you. I thought that was Rhyme's thing. I like to say neat. I'm a big fan of neat. Is this game anti-capitalism? Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the toon economy is just all jelly beans, and you can just get those by playing games and having fun, so I would probably consider that not capitalism. I use cool for most things. How original. Tubular, that's a good one. Wait a minute. Whoa, I thought there was a guy there. Awesome is awesome. Awesome is cool. And that's pretty neat. Wait, was this part of the song? Wait, what? Have you not heard all of Burn My Dread? You love Burn My Dread and you haven't heard the full version of Burn My Dread? Sick is what I generally use. I'll use that too sometimes. Depending on how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's a sick kind of day, sometimes it's an epic kind of day, and sometimes it's just a neat kind of day. It's just how it be sometimes. I wonder if these people know the strats. If they do, that'd be cool. I'm a Persona fan. What does that have to do with anything? But unironically, I haven't heard this part. That's wild. I usually look up the music not long after hearing it, and then I try to find the full versions as soon as possible. I missed. Incredible. Poggers. That is not a word that I say. I can't remember the last time I said it other than just now. I must search for it. Go to... Actually, I mean, yeah, just look up Burn My Dread full version. You'll find it easily that way. As crazy as that sounds, I know. Oh, hey, this is You'll Recall Our Names. We were just talking about that like 10 minutes ago. Hydrate, I can do that. I'm a Persona fan, so I don't consume the maximum. The maximum of the media I claim to love. I don't really know. Whatever. I think I can figure out what you're trying to say by that. So when I heard the movie version, I thought that's the full version. It is crazy how that works. I'm lost, but that's fine. Anyways, back 9 gameplay. Hey, boys, everyone's favorite. Everyone loves back 9s. That guy's dead. He's gone. Rhyme said he should be home soon, about 10 minutes ago. So, any minute now, this stream will actually be good. Aren't we all lost? Sure. I'm confused with the gameplay and the convo. I don't know how the gameplay is confusing to you. It's just turn-based stuff. We click buttons and win. Because there's a strategy that everyone figured out within 3 seconds of this existing, so... We just do that every time and we win. But yeah, the conversation, I don't understand. I'm just coming on stream, shame. No, that is a good thing. he will actually put a stop to your antics. And that'll be pretty helpful and cool, I think. If it takes more than mash A, then it's incomprehensible. You have a very simple mind, Delta Stream. I can respect that. You should play Kingdom Hearts. I think that game would work out well for you. It's funny because whenever I played that game, I just mashed X and I won. I'm talking specifically about Kingdom Hearts 3, though. Not to be confused with any other games, which are probably better. Good to know I have antics. You kind of popped in and started confusing everyone, so yeah, I would call those antics. I don't like it, but the lore is complicated. That is exactly how I feel. I don't like Kingdom Hearts at all. I'm like an avid Kingdom Hearts hater. I don't like it when people have fun. I don't miss the call from Rhyme when he shows up. It's been an hour and Rhyme is yet to show. Yeah. But, I mean, to be fair, he messaged me a while beforehand saying that he'd probably be late. Usually late for him means, yeah, I'm gonna make it on time. So I just assumed he'd be here earlier. That's pretty much entirely my bad, though. Let's see if I can do this right. I didn't. Incredible. Oh, but I can now. It's literally my fault that you guys can't keep up with my conversation skills. It is. Crazy how that works. Come on. Stop! Stop giving me the explodies when I don't want the explodies. You're making me mad, game. Grr! I suck! Stop! This game is the worst. Man, I wish I had golfing to do so I could do mini golf on stream. It'd be so funny. The golfing in this game is so bad. No one would like it. So everyone would leave, but it would be funny. I'll pass, sure. It's like a skill issue. Try to slow down then. How's your day been, chat, Mr. Fish? I've had a pretty good day. I played some Cuphead earlier. I did some Beat Saber modding right before the stream. Went on a walk with my dogs. It's been pretty nice. It's been very very relaxing and cool. Try out Clash. Hello, Milky Galaxy. I know of Clash, and I know that it's good, but I don't really have the time to commit to 2 Toontown servers. It's a ban, right? No, it's not a ban. Day's been good. I'm gonna go to work in 3 hours. Oh, that'll be fun. I'm just insane. Yeah, Drew, someone comes in, says something, and you're like, oh, we gotta ban him, right? No! They're just saying words. They're not trying to kill me. It's so awesome. I don't even know what you're referring to is awesome. I'd like to think you're saying Clash is awesome. Even though you don't know what it is. My day just started with a neat Wonderfish stream, so it's still a 50-50. I mean, I wouldn't ban someone just for trying to kill you. Thank you, Drew. That's very cool of you. Ping Rhyme again? He just said give me 5 to 10 minutes, so I will not ping him again. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I don't care. Rhyme disease? Oh my gosh. Incredible. I don't remember which way this is. I think it's this way. The other person's also going this way, so I'm going to assume that this is correct. Awesome. Which means that this way is left. Delta Stream, you will not be able to pick up on the mazes. I just know how to run through them, and that's fine. Just letting you know. Been terrible stream lag, and that's causing more conversation confusion than it needed to. Oh, that sounds fun. It sounds like you're having a blast. Like, that just sounds awesome. If someone needs banning, say my name, I will be gaming. First, good work, Bonafide. Also, welcome. Doing some Toontowning. Some gaming is happening. Third, good work, Delta Stream. You've been here the whole time, but I'm sure you were third. You might have been third. I wouldn't know. So Peak Gaming right here? True. This is... Can I... Oh, this game sucks. I mean, no, this is Peak Gaming. I love Toontown. I love gaming. It's awesome. Stop giving me the explodies when I don't want them. There we go. That's when I want them. Can I do a green? I cannot. You hate to see it. Can I do a blue? Hey. I'm a professional... Oh, come on. Ah! Ah! This game sucks. It's taking away all my puzzles. I can't puzzle. My gosh. Having a blast, thank you. I am sure that you are a Shadow Rhyme Time guy. What happened? It does this really weird thing when people are finishing puzzles where it'll like it'll just start removing the puzzles for some reason. So it'll just like refresh and go to the next one. I don't know why it does it, but it's the most obnoxious thing. Because it always makes it go away as I'm about to solve it. It's like just, it's definitely just there to make it take longer. Because, it took that long. I don't know what you're saying took that long. Oh, the chat delay. Oh, boy. It sounds like you're having just a fantastic time. I'm gonna... Okay, everyone picked Stormcloud. That was awesome. Okay, Rhyme should be able to join any minute now. Pause and unpause the stream, it should fix the delay. Yeah, you could refresh it. Refreshing it helps. Oh, cool. Rhyme is here. Hello, sir.
Hello.
You sound energetic.
What'd you say?
I said you sound energetic.
Oh, cool.
Just because that hello specifically made it sound like you were, like, rubbing your eyes and yawning right beforehand.
No, I wasn't.
I figured.
I'm alive.
That's so cool. Rhyme jump scare.
Right time guy jump scare.
Do you even want me to stream the game to you?
No, it's fine.
What about the music? Do you want the music?
Yes.
Okay.
I put the stream inside rice. What?
Oh, cool. This will just be like a web page. I hope the music comes across.
I know this music.
What?
I know this music. Go to hell.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool one to have going right now.
You're the worst.
It's a good song.
Enter Hero Pawn is much better.
I'm pretty sure it's this way on the maze. I like that way more than Enter Hero Pawn.
I don't agree.
Enter Hero Pawn's good though.
It is, yes. I really like that one.
There's a good song for you. This
Which
one's from a bad game, so you'll like it.
Oh. That sounds familiar. Is that Warplane?
No.
Which one is it?
Here, I tabbed over the music, so maybe you can see it now.
I could see it for like half a second.
Oh yeah, because on Discord, to like stream YouTube, you have to be in the YouTube tab.
Fun.
But it's Colony 6
Oh, yes.
after it's reconstructed.
Oh, it's same
Tic-tac
thing.
time. Tic-tac time. What do we have in the Fruit Adventure? Green apple. Fantastic.
Nice. What'd you say?
I said fantastic.
Oh, I thought you said hate that, and I was about to snap your neck.
No, I like green apple. It's pretty cool.
Green apples are pretty cool. I just like apples. They're cool.
Big fan of apples. Those two
Yeah.
people didn't make it. They died.
What?
You don't know who I'm referring to because it's in Toontown, but yeah.
Yeah.
Colony 6 spoilers. It's like
Go
a
to
side
hell.
quest. You get like 10 hours in the game.
Yeah, you're like... Do you also want to hear that fucking Ryan dies? Ooh, spooky.
He goes, it's Rhine time, and then he commits seppuku.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. It happens in chapter
I
2,
agree.
which is a bit weird, though.
Mm-hmm. Especially since there's like 17 chapters in that game. So
Yeah.
It's like real early on.
How many hours do you have in Toontown? That is not a question that I want to know the answer to.
I saw someone one time talking about how much money they spent on Fire Emblem Heroes.
No, that poor person.
Yeah, they they apparently at some point just asked and sent someone a message. And nice shot. Wait, I can't say nice shot because it happened like 30 seconds ago. But like,
Oh gosh.
apparently they. Oh, congrats. Apparently they spent upward of $5,000 in Fire Emblem Heroes.
Oh, that's a couple of monies.
Yeah.
It's rhyming time. It dies.
Yes. Go to hell. I will believe you and curse you. Delta Stream doesn't know that Ryan, R-I-Y-N, is actually the name of a character.
I thought you said. Wait, did you say? Did you say R-A-I-N?
No, I said E. I might have said I.
I thought you were making fun of the one review that calls him Rain.
No. my mother calls him Rain. It infuriates me. I correct her every single time, and she just continues. The worst. I once used Genshin Impact as Fate. And I once used Genshin Impact and Fate go as an example in assignments about gaming.
Well,
You should be shot.
a school would probably think that that is gaming.
Yeah.
No one else
Yeah.
would, though.
You could write a review on cool math games, and they'd burn you at the stake.
Oh, I thought you said a rhyme dies, but dang, I don't know. I didn't know the game was so cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's really good. It's one of my favorite games.
Not gaming, gambling. That's so much better.
Yeah.
It was not appreciated by my classmates. That'll show them.
Gambling. That's the best.
That is awesome. That's so awesome.
Dude, I once had a friend who was obsessed with Genshin Impact.
Please call it Impact from now on.
Yeah, I once had a friend who played Genshin Impact, and then I blocked them. That's the story.
That's a good story. I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would applaud, but I don't know if it would get picked up.
You should applaud.
There's no reaction, so I'm assuming it didn't get picked up.
It did not. Whenever I clap, it gets picked up. You should just turn off noise suppression.
Probably should. We just hear every
Yeah.
sound in my room at all times.
Yeah.
And as someone who put 500 in Genshin, he regrets it very much.
Yeah.
Mr. Fish can clap, dang.
Nice.
Add that in the book of Wonderfish lore.
Book of Wonderfish
Can clap.
abilities. The Wonderfish fucking
Them wonder
wiki
claps.
page.
You know Toontown is a fantastic game when me clapping gets more of a reaction from all of chat than the entire game.
Especially when they couldn't hear it.
Yeah. Hydrate, I can do that. I love water.
Water, water, water. Yeah.
Should get a different beverage sometimes to mix it up.
Ooh, orange juice?
I don't know about orange juice. I like orange juice, but whenever I drink it, it makes me feel bad.
Yeah, I guess. What's your favorite type of fruit juice?
It would be orange juice.
Yeah.
I still feel bad when I drink it, but it's my favorite.
Why?
Just because it's got like a gazillion sugars in it.
Yeah. It's really good.
We could hear it?
Oh, I couldn't hear
Oh,
it.
dang.
Damn.
That could just be Discord noise suppression then.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh. My game is having a blast right now. That's cool.
Uh-huh.
Get an apple blackcurrant juice or soft drink. I don't even know what that first thing is, so I would probably just get like a Coca-Cola.
You should, like, get coffee. Do you drink coffee?
I don't, but I also haven't
Yeah, you
given
don't-
it a proper try.
That's fair. I'm a big coffee fan.
My
Oh,
main
that's
thing
probably
with
why.
coffee is people mostly drink it because, you know, they want that caffeine to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
But I've never really had a reason to drink it because caffeine has like no effect on me at all.
Yeah, it doesn't really have an effect on me at all. I just think it tastes good.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten the opportunity to like try actual
Yeah.
coffee in a good setting.
We should, like, yell at Dominic to... Nice bank shot. We should, like, yell at Dominic
Thanks.
to come, advertise coffee for you. He stopped liking God so we could like coffee.
Alright, my cousin's getting scolded. I should go. That is one of the strangest
coffee.
reasons I've ever heard for going.
Goodbye, Indigo.
But yeah,
I like coffee in num. What?
it be like that sometimes.
I'm assuming he meant to say it num, but even still,
I like coffee in num.
I like coffee. I like coffee so much that I gave up going to Mormon heaven for it. That's literally what I said. I said you stopped liking God so you could like coffee.
What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said, sorry, you had a cappuccino yesterday?
What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said bean?
Remember that one time you ate that bean? See ya, loser.
Your Honor, bean.
Death.
I love that comic so much, but very
Yeah.
specifically the edited version.
The first one I remember seeing of it was the guy saying Your Honor, and then League of Legends, and then he said death.
That's it. Yep. That's it. I think I remember I saw the original, but I don't remember what it said. I can only think of League of Legends.
My family likes tea more than coffee. Say I like neither.
Well, you suck. Tea's pretty good if you like actually want to drink tea, but I'm a coffee guy.
I've had tea on a couple of occasions, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, the thing about tea is that whenever I have it, I don't know what, it's probably just like the way I have it, but it's never really that strong. It has like no flavor.
It tends to be really light, from my experience.
Yeah. It's not really my thing. I like being able to taste everything and every single taste bud I have.
Yeah.
If my mouth is not being overloaded with flavor, then they're just doing it wrong.
Sadly, autocorrect sucks. Yeah, I figured something got messed up there.
So my cousin got scolded. So my cousin got scolded by my aunt because she was not doing house chores, which is funny because I wasn't doing them either. Instead, choosing to consume Wonderfish media.
Incredible.
Shouldn't have used that voice because he just made the right decision. Oh yeah, I was late because yesterday it was my godmother's birthday, and she was celebrating it today. And so we went over to her house. Klaus. I can't speak today.
I like to add L's to things today.
Yeah, and a P in the classic P in house.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. It's my favorite instance of a letter in the English alphabet.
The human language. English. That's it.
The only language.
It's the only one.
But we went to her. Hey, for some reason I keep trying to combine the word place and house, and I did it twice in the both.
I went to her.
Ways. I went to her.
I didn't make it.
Yeah. But I went to her place, and we played Cards Against Humanity as a family.
Oh my gosh. Not this again. Need to leave the tea bag in and let it sit for a while.
Yeah. I don't have any interesting stories. I just felt the need to tell specifically you about it.
Okay. That's cool. I've been yelled at for watching a Wonderfish stream instead of doing chores. Very fun. It's good to know I'm having an impact on people's lives.
Yeah.
Not a good one, but
at least one of them.
Yeah. I'm at least participating.
So cool.
How was this person solve 5 puzzles? What in the world?
Hacker?
Legitimately. But they're hacking to actually help everyone instead of breaking the game. This is wild.
6 puzzles now.
They're actually going insane.
Like you.
I am insane. Yeah, true.
What song is this? This is another Xenoblade 1 song, right?
This is Persona 5 Scramble. It's the final boss.
Oh, yeah.
It's the second phase.
Yaldabaoth.
Yep. Yaldabaoth 2.
Yep.
It's a good enough impact. At least it isn't Genshin.
Wait a second. Spoilers for Persona 5 Strikers. But do you know what like the Demiurge is like in lore? Like the actual like religious lore that the Demiurge is from.
I know that it is religious lore, but I couldn't say anything about it.
It's another name for Yaldabaoth.
Oh.
It's my favorite thing ever.
Wonderfish Media is just that good. Stop spoiling Persona. I don't care about P5, just leave P4. Yeah, it's not related to Persona 4 at all. Don't worry.
Yeah. You know it is a spoiler for Persona 4.
I knew you'd do that.
Yeah. That's Judeo-Christianity, isn't it? I think so. I believe that. Yeah, I believe the exact term is agnosticism, like agnosticism, but without the pesky A.
That is my favorite instance of a letter in the English language.
The human language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something else that I found that was really funny is another name for Yaldabaoth and the Demiurge is Satin Isle. So that's fun.
I killed God with God. It's that easy.
I killed God with himself. You want to read about it more? I tend to read about it's also like one of my favorite things about Xenoblade, because there's a character named Yaldabaoth in Xenoblade. And knowing like the lore behind Yaldabaoth, it makes it unintentionally the single funniest joke in the entirety of Xenoblade 1.
I feel like you might have told this to me before at one point.
I know, I did. I made a fucking Twitlonger about it because it was so funny.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Oh my gosh, I remember that. I don't remember anything about it, but I sure do remember it.
Yeah, I'll tell you after the stream. It's so I'm not gonna spoil it for Indigo because I know he wants to play it. You got mold, but
It's gonna be like the new Gnomed.
I have not seen the Hiding in Public Chainsaw Man video because I don't like anime or having fun.
Or being in public.
Or hiding.
Or
yeah,
videos.
We're just like, I don't even like live streams. I'm just here because Wonderfish has my parents locked in a cage.
They're right there. I gave you the key. It's been all up to you, man.
What? I just said you had them there. It's been my decision to keep them there because I don't like them, but like, that's fine.
I successfully murdered Moon Lady. Ah, Drew, I see you're having a good Toontown experience as well.
I'm so ashamed that I know exactly what he's talking about. That was the boss he was struggling with when we were watching him play Elden Ring.
Oh.
Did you watch RT Games Elden Ring playthrough? It's really good.
I haven't because I wanted to play through the game, but I'll probably just watch it at this point because I really don't care about spoilers.
Yeah. That's generally how I feel about most games. Spoilers just aren't... They don't matter to me.
For me, it depends on the game.
Yeah.
If I care about the story, I care very much about spoilers.
I managed to get through the entirety of Xenoblade 2 without getting any spoilers.
That is just wrong. Did you finish the game?
No. Definitely not.
I mean, I knew you were close, but
I am
you're
close.
a side questy kind of guy, so...
Yeah, I am. It's true, that's me, the side quest man.
That's what they call me, Side Quest McGee.
It's what they call me. Saul.
Wish I could just, like, play a soundbite of the intro.
You need to have that just, like...
I'm gonna get a soundboard just so I can do this.
Get a soundboard, but another one's just like the James Bond theme.
Bond Ball.
I only care about spoilers if the entire game is just a story, like Amori or Persona. But I don't care if you spoil a Mario game or Dark Souls, as those games aren't story-based. Isn't Dark Souls insanely story-based?
Yeah, Dark Souls is still gonna be story-based.
Yeah, it's story-based. It's just like more finicky of a story because you have to like infer it for yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
what?
it's Xenoblade 2 actually has a very similar thing where reading the item descriptions gives you more lore. Because, like, did you even notice that for Adonine's extra ancient wisdom build skill, you know the books that you have to decipher by going on merc missions?
Yeah.
They're called Tomes of Moritha.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I only noticed that because I haven't finished Adonine's stuff yet. I know it's story-based, but you are not going to know the story without reading a wiki or watching a video. Yeah, exactly. I wonder something, like, insane.
What?
I actually like Tiger.
Yeah, I think you told me that
Yeah,
yesterday.
but I didn't
And then I said
finish.
that I just didn't like it because I sucked at it at first.
Yeah,
By which I
like
mean I got bad RNG.
yeah. But another thing about Tiger that sucks, level 5 is just hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's enemy spam, and the camera arbitrarily moves faster than all the other stages.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
And that's
worst.
how you get the good stuff.
Or you could conversely just farm ether and buy them.
Not some things.
Indigo.
Call everyone in chat a cool person except me, Mr. Fish.
Okay.
Everyone
Dominic,
except Indigo is a cool person.
you're doing this wrong. Delta Stream go deemed. I will call you a cool person. Delta Stream, you are not.
Delta Stream, you're a cool person. Rhyme, don't rob people. They're spending
Just-
points.
He literally
That's like putting money
he
on the
literally
counter,
got
asking
you.
for a candy bar, and then the guy just punches you in the face.
Starbucks.
The average Starbucks experience. I'd like
Exactly.
a coffee, please. You just get beat up. All the staff comes out from
They hire
behind the
us
counter
out.
and just starts kicking you.
They explicitly. Now who's the un? But the guy is rhyme, so it's fine. What?
You guys are so confusing today.
It's
I don't know what you're
always Toontown.
saying.
It's always Toontown. It might have been yesterday too,
These,
but we just
Toontown makes people go insane, apparently.
You should stop streaming Toontown. You should like stream.
That's a reason to stream it more.
You should stream like Undertale or something.
That game kind of sucks.
Yeah. Does it have a sequel?
I don't think I'd ever play that game or its sequel ever in my life.
Oh, I see. I understand.
Stream more Toontown. Ooh, that came from Indigo. That's a tough one.
Yeah. We should ban him.
We should not. Does this person not have an elephant trunk? They do. They're just slow. Incredible.
Think of the numbers, Mr. Fish.
The numbers on Toontown streams are not high.
Yeah.
So like
You
me to
wanna know
add
the funniest-
context to
you
my
wanna know
messages to make them comprehensible? No. It's
You want to know
funnier.
something hilarious? It involves like the view count, so like this is against the rules, but before I joined, the view count was 4, and then after I joined,
know.
it was 10.
I saw that. It was awesome.
It was great. Never before have I ever seen something more validating than random number generator. Oh shit, random number generator. That makes me think of the one time that I made a tier list based on a random number generator.
That's cool. I like doing that. Like
It
one
was
time I
unironically-
just dragged all the Persona characters from like Persona 5 onto a tier list at random and I just saw what happened and I just posted it, like made a tier list.
Nice.
It was pretty
What
cool.
I did was I assigned the tiers to numbers, and then I did every single character in all like the 3 new age Persona games, based on complete random chance, and it was the best thing ever. Cause like you had people like Kamoshida in S tier. I think
Everyone
Kabayakawa
loves
made-
Kamoshida.
Yeah, I think Kabayakawa made it to A tier.
This person hasn't solved any puzzles. What is this person doing?
Little Ducky.
Yeah, and they're a bunny. They don't even know their own identity.
Dude, look at Wonderfish.
Dude, that's me.
It's you.
But with I mean with viewer numbers, I think the highest my viewers have ever been is when I streamed Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I was there for that one.
Yeah, and that was also one of the streams where I had like the least fun.
Yeah, it was not a good
So-
time for either of us.
Yeah.
I think genuinely the most fun I had during like the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax streams was when I was playing against you.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
especially when you were doing ranked, I just randomly said I'm gonna stream snipe you because neither of us are having fun.
Yeah. It was just rough. But the numbers were big and I committed to playing the game. I thought I would like it, and then I didn't.
Yeah. I haven't gone back and finished the story of that game.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Persona 4 Ultimax is a stream that I watched first. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Remember when I streamed this time to you? That was fun. That was cool. Bonafide. I remember that.
I also remember that. That was great.
Some of those streams were fun, but for the most part, I was just
Yeah.
kind of waiting for it to end the whole time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sorry to ruin everyone's immersion, but I'm not happy all the time.
Yeah. He's only happy when I'm here, and only I'm here, and he's playing a game that's
the
fun,
polar
and that
opposite
makes
of
him
that.
happy. He's only happy when he's happy.
It's the polar opposite of that.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
only happy when I'm sad. Hydrate? I can do that.
It sounds like a really, really shitty song lyric.
I'm only happy when I'm sad. And then there's like a little ukulele strum and the song ends.
It's a
That's the whole song.
Yeah, 4 seconds strong. I can't
I'm only
speak
happy
today.
when it rains.
Dude, Heavy Rain. You should stream a fucking David Cage game.
I don't even know what that is.
David Cage is the guy who made Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain.
Oh. Dude, I should do one of those, like... what are... Like, all those really bad ones where it's, like, a bunch of high schoolers getting into some otherworldly shenanigans, but all of the games suck.
Scooby-Doo?
No, like Man of Medan, and the one that came out recently with the werewolves, Until Dawn, like all of those.
I know RT Game does that a lot.
Yeah, they're just like really, really, like I don't think anybody likes them. They're just horrible.
That's Xenoblade.
Basically, Telltale games.
Yeah.
Well, they say, like, your choices matter, and, like, every time it's just this person dies or this person doesn't die. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Choice-based games have never been good. They always suck.
Yeah, I agree. Undertale.
What about Beyond Two Souls? I like some. I don't remember the names of any of them other than Man of Medan and, Until Dawn, so...
You know it's a game... Dude, that's the fucking song from Persona 4. Sorry.
But is Beyond Two Souls one of them? What is that?
Dude. Group Tracker Tune HQ?
Yeah.
Beyond Two Souls. Wait, I think I saw a review of this game, and it sucked.
Never heard of this one.
Yeah.
When did it come out? 2013.
There's this one game.
It's David Cage. Okay.
Oh, yeah!
Detroit Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain are the only good ones. They're all made by the same people. Yeah, I don't think I would group those in the same category.
I don't think I would group those in good.
Well, I couldn't say.
You could play like Giraffe Town.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no one does. I saw a video on it from like an old YouTube channel that I watched called Friends Without Benefits. Indigo should know what that is. But it's just like an increasingly terrible drug trip.
So kind of like Toontown.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds pretty cool then if it's like Toontown.
I like them. Okay, Delta, here's the thing. If you like something, that doesn't mean it's good. In fact, with particularly you, it means it's not.
I just tend to not like the games where it is just dialogue and QuickTime events.
Oh, you would hate David Cage.
I know. I'm specifically grouping it in that category.
Yeah.
Those games just... I just find them too boring. Because...
Yeah, I agree.
There's like supposed to be written to have a really good story, but none of them ever do.
Also, you're playing a video game. And like... the entire gameplay of every single David Cage video game is just like if you were watching a movie, but sometimes had a seizure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like... if you hated yourself, you could play Death Stranding.
Uh, it's like worse than that.
Yeah. It's like there is gameplay, but it's just walking. It's literally the most engaging walking simulator there is.
I haven't seen a single FWAB video, but I'm aware of what it is.
You wouldn't know what FOB is, but I do.
It's like FWAB. Reminds me of QWOP.
Yeah. FWAB is a YouTube channel. It's like an acronym.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it stands for Friends Without Benefits.
Oh. I thought it stood
Yeah.
for Smosh.
Go to hell. Dude, I watched people die to this song.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I don't like video game music that has lyrics.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Why do you play Persona games?
I think it's fine for battle themes. I think it's fine for specifically turn-based battle themes. But, like, in a cutscene, I don't want to have to juggle dialogue and lyrics.
I think they actually make it work pretty well.
Yeah, I do, but, like, it feels like a really shitty AMV. You know?
Yeah, I can
Like, when
I
I'm
can
watching-
see that.
When I'm watching one of my favorite characters die, I want that to be the focus, not, wow, this is cringy as hell. I want to watch the characters I love feel pain. I don't want to feel pain myself.
I think Smosh's acronym is just Smosh. I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
My
I've seen,
gosh, what if we just
like-
did 2 CEOs in stream? That'd be incredible.
What?
Talk about Toontown, you wouldn't understand.
What's Toontown?
I don't know.
Yeah. You know what we could do instead?
What?
Deltarune?
No.
Why?
Playing Toontown.
Clint, dude, I am watching, like, a choreographed dance on 2 people's parts.
So much awesome content here. Yeah, true.
What? Awesome?
That's what it says. It says awesome.
Awesome. What do
O
you
isn't
owe?
even close to the A, so that had to be on purpose.
Yeah.
It's literally
So-
opposite sides of the keyboard.
Yeah. Wait, it's supposed to be the acronym for Smosh,
Oh,
but it's a C instead of an S.
so much awesome content here. You'll love to see it.
So much awesome stuff here. Like, that was so much easier. It was on purpose, but he was wrong differently.
Incredible.
I hate how Ryan gets you sometimes. Who's that? Oh, that's the guy from Xenoblade 1 who dies in Chapter 2.
Oh yeah, when he commits seppuku.
Yeah.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah. Especially when I'm wrong. Good job, Shadow Rhyme. You wanna know something funny?
What?
So, you know how, like, in NES games, a shadow would be colored, like, purple instead of black?
The true self?
Yeah.
Oh
but,
my
like,
gosh.
it would be purple instead of black. Which
Mr.
is
Fish, did you
almost
win?
in-
Yes, I did. Sorry, Ryan, I didn't mean to
Tic-tac.
interrupt you. Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't. Sorry, I'm
But, like-
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta
yeah,
consume a
get
tic.
it.
I'm sorry, I gotta
Yeah,
consume a
I get
tic
it.
tac. I gotta
Yeah,
consume a
I got
tic tac
it.
now.
Yeah, I got it. You'd better fucking.
This one is
tape your-
mango. That's cool.
Ooh, mangoes are good. Have you ever eaten like a raw mango?
Just taking a chomp.
Yeah. They're good, but they have a weird texture.
I have not. I cannot say that I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
It somehow feels wet and dry at the same time.
Well, Ryan, since you want to talk to me so much, I am going to go AFK.
Oh, okay.
Please entertain everyone.
Yeah, I'll explain it when they're gone. While you're gone, I mean.
can comprehend this game a little better now. Also, when will you stream next? Were you aware that I wasn't at the keyboard during that time?
They were talking to me, but
Okay, okay,
the answer is I have not been feeling like it recently.
okay.
Yeah.
I think the weather will change anytime soon. That's interesting.
He says during the song that plays during rainy, cloudy days.
That's true. It's true. Yeah.
He plays.
Wait, is
he
that
says,
really? Is that really what the difference is?
Yeah, it's rain. It's
I thought it
cloudy
was
days.
just random.
No, it's specifically cloudy days.
That's kind of cool, actually. I didn't realize that.
That's how it works in like every single Persona game. It's weather based.
Come on.
You've played Persona 5 how many times?
The only thing I paid attention to in Persona 4 was Risei's voice lines anyways.
Yeah. Your affection, sunny, heartbeat, heartbreak, cloudy, and then Signs of Love plays whenever you're at the Dojima residence.
I don't think Signs of Love plays at all.
I don't think anyone in that game loves each other.
I'm pretty
Especially
sure
Nanako.
everyone. You know, that's not even like that bad of a statement. I think everyone just hates
Yeah.
each other, honestly.
Shoutouts to Nanako. No one likes
The
Nanako.
killer.
The murderer. Spoilers for Persona 4 Golden, by the way.
Oh yeah, spoilers for Persona 4 Golden, by the way. Your affection plays on sunny days, and Heartbeat Heartbreak plays on cloudy days. I just kind of walked straight up into this group. That's pretty cool.
Oh, my mother is calling me. I will be back.
You hate to see it. Mr. Fish is running the ad I claimed. I can't see do the sub. Yeah, I did. Don't worry. I did it right as I left for my break. Ooh, Counter-Strike. I'm a fan of that one. Nautico slander. Everybody loves Nautico, but everybody just slanders Nautico all the time. That's exactly how it works. Dang, I may as well not play Persona 4 now. Do that mega spoiler. Good. Mission accomplished. I hated when Nanako killed the protagonist. Spoilers, by the way. Oh yeah, spoilers, by the way. The music is the best part. Counter-Strike Woo? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Counter-Strike. It's a Morbin time. Hi, Elijah. I'm really tempted to ban you. Banger song? Yeah, true.
I'm back. Hello?
Welcome back.
Hello. Wait, is this
Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike?
Yeah, Counter-Strike.
Yes. Love that song.
It's really good.
It's one of my favorite songs from any video game ever.
It's so cool. Oh my gosh, Minesweeper! Oh,
Such a... Elijah made a bad joke. Wait, Elijah's here? Oh, hi, Elijah. Elijah, you did make a bad joke. Oh, wait. I've gotten a request to ban Elijah. Can I do that?
no, don't do it.
Damn.
I saw both Minesweepers, like, before anyone else got in the room. What the heck? They're also the easiest Minesweepers I've ever seen.
Yeah. They should be allowed to ban people on a whim.
Why must games be expensive? Just buy them when they're not.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like Kanoe is my favorite boss fight in that game.
He's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Especially
a
since
fan of that boss fight.
I don't really even feel like there's any bad boss fights in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I feel like my least favorite of the bosses was probably what's his name? Natsume, because I couldn't hit his weakness at all because I could not stand playing as Sophia or Yusuke.
Oh, Yusuke is one of my favorite characters to play as.
Yeah, I know, you said that. A lot of people tend to like, a lot of the people who like playing as Ryuji and Haru tend to like also playing as Yusuke, so, yeah. It's probably just a me thing. Oh my god, can we talk about how Zenkichi has the most broken Persona moveset ever?
Like, I told you I didn't really play Zenkichi that much, though.
Okay, but like, he has insanely good physical skills. Heat Riser and Debilitate. Enduring Soul and Firm Stance.
He's just that cool.
Yeah.
Shadow Joker was such a disappointment.
I agree.
I think that fight could have been cooler, but I thought it was still pretty neat.
I feel like I didn't like it that much, specifically because I never played as Joker, so I had to like relearn how to play as him.
I didn't play as him that much.
Yeah,
but the game liked to make you play as him at a few points, so I had enough of a grasp.
Yeah. Personally, I really liked the third boss because you could like reasonably use Haru for it.
Oh yeah, yeah, I was a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I like that how boss.
Like, I think one of my favorite parts is how she gives herself rage. So your sidekick attacks not only hit weakness, but also hit technical.
Yeah. I really liked how they made it so the people who the arc was based on would do really well during the boss.
I know, like I remember
when Ryuji was really prominent during the Konoe arc.
Yeah. I feel like was he prominent during that arc?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah. They had
that was kind of just everyone.
They had the one that was prominent, and then they had another weakness because they needed to. Like they had On, and then they also had Morgana. They had Yusuke, and then they also had Sophie.
Man, Morgana was the one I didn't really like playing as.
I didn't like playing as him, but I also found a way to like kill Alice insanely quickly.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't mind playing as him because the fight would be over in like 5 seconds.
Oh, I just played as On during the Alice fight.
I did On until I got Burn, and then after I got Burn, I switched to Morgana and hit weakness and technical.
The good Persona 4 opening. I'm a huge fan of Dance.
Actually, I don't think I've ever heard it before.
Really?
Yeah, I don't listen to video game music. I don't listen to music. I'm not a music guy.
I really like Dance. It honestly might just be like my favorite Persona opening.
I don't know. I played with Haru for almost all the game. Well, funny you mentioned that. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
I played with Haru for most of the game also.
Yeah. I did Haru a lot. I remember I used Haru's gun a lot to mow down a lot of lower level enemies because it was really fun.
It was funny because I wasn't the biggest fan of playing her at first, but I was like, I need to be a big fan of playing Haru. This needs to happen. And I remember became one.
Yeah. I liked Ryuji, Haru, Zenkichi. Because they're like the 3 heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 physical dudes.
Yeah.
I am a music guy. I love me sounds. That's so cool of you. What the hell is that supposed to be?
What? What are you confused by?
There's a
fucking...
I was just on my recommended channels for Twitch. There's this one called Bad Chess Good Vibes. And they're playing chess.
Interesting.
But I hovered over it, and for some reason directly next to it, the phrase "the blunderbuss driver has returned," and I don't understand it.
Oh my gosh, like Xenoblade.
Yeah.
My
Hold on.
blade,
Let
the
me-
blunderbuss.
Yeah. Oh, it has the name of the stream. It has the stream title because I hovered over you and it says, "I don't mean to brag, but I am a professional Toontown gamer."
I am, that's true.
Yeah. Beep boop. Delta streamer Dim Tide, right? By the way.
I did that already, but,
Oh, cool.
you know, good try.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I need
I'll
to...
do better next.
The second
do better
monitor is
next time.
broken. We need to fix this very fast.
Yeah. I can see your mouse moving around, but on a black screen.
Incredible.
Yeah. Draw a smiley face with it.
I'm not
It was
seeing
it
even
was-
close to the same thing that you are, so...
Yeah. Wait, I can see your cursor, but not the game.
Incredible. Well, it's probably because I'm not streaming the game to you. What is happening to me? Oh my gosh.
Wow.
But, yeah, I'm in the middle of
Wait, I
reconnecting the
heard
two monitors still, so...
I heard the Pursuing My True Self leitmotif in the dance.
Yeah, they take a bunch of bits from that song and use it there.
Yeah. Damn. I like Xenoblade too. What song is this?
Reach Out to the Truth, but the dancing version.
Oh.
In my opinion, the best version.
I feel like the Persona 4 music battle themes are really, really boring after the first dungeon.
Yes. I agree so much.
They're really good songs, but you also got to hear them 400 times. Like, it's not like Last Surprise, which is just a good song all the way through.
Mhm.
It's not like Persona 5 music, where you look forward to hearing the music every time you're in a battle. It's more just like, it's the same song every time.
The good Persona 5 battle track, it's banger after banger. I did do a bunch of Persona 5 during one of my playthroughs where I had the Persona 4 dancing outfits on. So I could listen to this, because it's really good.
50. I didn't know that changed the thing.
Yeah.
I have the DLC for the music of Strikers, so that's cool.
Oh, in Strikers?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was doing Merciless and I was grinding and stuff,
Mhm.
I had it so a bunch of different ones could play. It was pretty cool. There's a lot more customization with the music there. It's a lot better.
It's cool. Last Surprise didn't do it for me, TBH. I like P4's battle tracks a lot more. Oh, well, here's the thing, Indigo. You just have bad taste.
Yeah.
I really liked Nocturne. It has music. It has like the similar thing, but for SMT games. And the SMT4 Apocalypse music is so good. Like it does like a single battle theme and a single overworld theme, and that's what you can change. Like you can't change boss music. You can only change the battle music in the overworld, not like the dungeons themselves.
Oh, well, that's kind of sucky.
It is kind of sucky, but I sure did enjoy hearing that music for 5 seconds. Every single time. Last Surprise. Oh, I read that already. Sorry, I just look at chat and automatically
I'll do
assume
that
they
sometimes
said
too.
something. Yeah, I automatically assume that they just said something again because, like, it's their job to be funny, not mine. I think my mother called me again, but I can't tell because it sounded like an elephant. I'll be back.
I did not use an elephant in the game, so could have been his mother. SMT Nocturne's music is cool. For like the 5 hours of that game that I have played, I remember thinking it was cool, yeah. That's a game that I have to get back to that I don't know if I ever will. Rhyme's mom is an elephant confirmed? Potentially. Seems like it could be. Wow. She. I'm not a nice person, am I? Why are these people so slow? I'm, like, solving these things before they even get here. Gotta go now for real. Bye, chat by Mr. Fish. Goodbye, Indigo. Sorry, Shadow Rhyme Time guy. Have a good one. Oh, gosh, I haven't fixed my freaking thing yet. Here, we will now. Problem solved. Easy. It's that simple. Only took me like 10 minutes. Do not say goodbye to Rhyme for me. He doesn't deserve it. Understood? Oh, 7. Oh, don't do that to me. Okay. Thank you, Indigo, for also being... Indigo. Thank you, Delta Stream, for also being part of this. By Rhyme's true self. That's so cool of you, Bonafide.
I am back. Hello, howdy, hey.
Hello, howdy, hey. That's
Oh,
like
shit,
almost...
Indigo's leaving.
That's
See ya,
like...
Indigo.
It's like almost the... It's like almost what Woody says when you pull his string.
Hey, cowboy.
I was referring to hey, howdy, hey, but okay.
Hey, howdy, boy. Hey, man.
Hey there,
Salutations.
guy! How's it going, fella? Incredible. Oh my gosh.
There's a
There's a-
boot in my snake.
I thought that said ankle. There's a boot in my ankle. That's not good. I'd say you missed.
There's a boot on my foot.
There's a boot.
I'm wearing shoes.
Ah.
Status alert. Shoes. There's a foot in my shoe.
There's a shoe in my shoe.
There's a shoe. It's over there. Get it.
There's a shoe. This sucks.
There she blow.
There she shoe.
There shoe blow shoe.
There she boot.
Yeehaw, matey.
Woody, captain of the 7 Seas.
Have you ever heard of this YouTuber named like Jan Measley?
Ron Weasley?
Yeah, no, but
No, I have not.
Yeah. They do video essays from time to time, and at one point, they made a joke video that was 20 minutes long, and it was about them devising an entirely new system of measurement. And so every single system of measurement was, you know how like the abbreviation for pound is LB?
Mm-hmm.
All of the abbreviation for every single system of measurement, and these were real systems of measurement, like real units of measurement that he found.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them, the abbreviation was C, and he called it the 7 C's.
That's so cool.
I know.
Oh my gosh, imagine. Just have to figure out what measurement it is.
This is the same guy who made a 45-minute video detailing like Mario games and saying, how many Super Mario games are there?
He spent 45 minutes counting.
My mother is calling me again? Okay.
Incredible. Fantastic, even. Sorry, guys, you're stuck with just me now. You hate to see it. Sorry to disappoint all of you. Like that last person almost disappointed us by not showing up. Oh my gosh. Wonder 314 pants. Was that like a failed emote usage? Wait, what just happened? What? We didn't kill them. Okay. Someone did something goofy then. Oh my gosh. I hope this kills. I don't know if it does. This guy's like training his tune-up in here, which kind of sucks. I don't really like it when my game doesn't go as efficiently as possible all the time. It makes me sad. Makes me distressed. I'm in despair. Ooh, big fan of this song. Shoutouts to the Persona 4 golden title screen. It's really cool. I don't know if this also plays in the regular Persona 4 title screen, but I really like this song. Do any of these people have trap? He does, so he should use it. Not on that! What are you doing? Oh my gosh! We could have killed 2 cogs! This song makes me cry almost every time I hear it. Don't know why, but it just happens. I don't even blame you. Like, for some reason, I wasn't even done with the game yet, and this song, like, gave me goosebumps. It's just really good. It just kind of hits that sweet spot. I don't know what it is about it. But it just does. It's crazy. This is the most nonsensical one of these things I've ever seen. People are making such strange decisions. This should be so simple. Dang. Bum 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 bum. Rhyme, can you come back now, Rhyme? I feel lonely and sad. I need a Rhyme here.
Hey.
There he is.
Good timing.
Yeah, that was great timing.
What do you need me for?
Just to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Apparently, I did not register that my family was going to bed, so I had to do nighttime stuff.
How to put him down?
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
What song is this? Why does it make
the song of Gigarosa, your favorite boss in the entire game?
Yeah, I love that one.
That's a really good boss theme, though.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I was too busy trying to kill it quickly that I'm so fucking mad because when I fought Gigarosa the second time, I got 5 orbs set up, and then I got 5 orbs set up, and then Rosa got launched, and so I said, well, obviously I have to do the smash move. So I did the smash art, and it killed her before I could do the chain attack.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I'm having a great time with Minesweeper right now. I wish I made a terrible time. I'm having an absolutely awful time. This is the worst day of my life. Oh! I don't know what to do. I'm scared. It's not gonna be this one. Ah! Oh my gosh, we just got a bunch of sound, though.
Hmm?
It's actually awesome. Never mind. We're good. My mistake won't cost us anything except for, like... This cat just drifting over, saying, "Where am I?"
What?
She was just skidding across the floor. Where am I? That was awesome. Oh my gosh. Just get good. I'm sorry, Minesweeper's hard.
Are those guys weak to sound or something?
It's just fast.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever want to take a long time in playing Toontown, because that would make you sad. Because it already takes a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you stream this. That's why you stream this game, so you can subject others to hell.
Yeah, exactly.
My justice isn't blind. Oh, is that a gambler?
No, it's a bigwig. Why?
I'm referring to the robot.
I know. It's a bigwig.
That's a robot bigwig?
Yeah. It's like the inside of a bigwig. It's like an endoskeleton, like in FNAF. This guy spent this entire time just, like, getting more experience instead of playing the game in a way that everybody, like, appreciates. And it's the most obnoxious thing, because he's going to do it again.
Nice.
It's like, oh, I'm going to heal you guys. Ha 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 ha. Look at this, I'm going to heal you guys. We could have just won the fight. I'm going to heal you guys instead. It'd be funnier. No, it's not hard unless this game has different Minesweeper rules. It was just a point where it was tough, and I'm not good at Minesweeper.
Uh-huh.
Like, you maybe could have been able to deduce it there, but for me, it just came down to random chance, and I got unlucky. Oh my gosh, the Whims of Fate is playing now.
Oh shit, that's... Casino.
This is just like gambling. So I did it, we won. Like, that's so cool.
This is just like Genshin Impact.
Oh, because of gambling. Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever just roll the dice and see where they may fall?
I used to.
Back in Nom.
Have you seen, like, the one guy who makes, like, horror animations based on, like, very mundane things, like Mr. Clean and Mickey Mouse? Because he made this one series about Mickey Mouse having PTSD about having to kill Goofy in Vietnam.
I think I remember seeing that a while ago.
It was insane.
I remember it being insane.
I watched the entire saga, and it was not good.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that should probably just be like a 2-minute bit and nothing more.
That's like what the initial video was, and then they released a sequel, like a prequel, that was 7 minutes long. And then they had a sequel that was like 14 minutes long.
Yeah, see, that's called capitalizing a little bit too much.
Yeah. You should lowercase instead.
Exactly.
Just delete the video once it starts getting traction.
That'll show them. And then re-upload it and have it gain traction again.
That's what we call lowercasing. I like how it says it's Goofy's shop, but like Goofy isn't here.
He's in the... It's weird. He's like... He must be like some kind of businessman in the Toontown world, because he also owns the Speedway. He owns the gag shops everywhere and also the Speedway, which are some of the only places in the game where you can, like, spend money.
Goofy capitalism. Lowercaseism.
It's kind of an... Like, I think the only other time that you can spend money is in the catalog, which is owned by Clarabelle. So, like, it's really just them. I don't think you
Wow.
can do anything else.
Even still, I think it's canon that Clarabelle and Goofy are in a relationship.
Couple of capitalists hanging out.
Yeah. Like, it's not... It's weird because, like, all the Disney couples are, like, the Mickey Mouse couple characters make sense because, like, Mickey and Minnie are mice.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Daisy and Donald are mice.
Yeah.
But, like, Clarabelle's a dog and Goofy's a mouse. So I don't even, like, that's not even the same species.
Clarabelle's a dog, and Goofy's a mouse.
And Pluto's a cow.
He sounded like genuinely upset. It's just completely wrong.
It'd be like if, say, a Homs and a High Entia were to, like, say, fall in love with one another. Funny how that doesn't happen at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's a good question, but it sure doesn't happen at all.
Or maybe like a human and Gormati.
That doesn't happen either.
Yep, not once. Can I just say how weird it is that some humans just fall in love with their blades in that game? That's just weird.
I mean, blades are basically just people.
Yeah, they are, but isn't a blade, like, in the entire sense of the word, just like a fucking, like, I just feel like there's a sense of immorality in there.
Are you racist?
That's not important.
Why is this person on the wrong side? Ooh, and they are soundless. I am gone. Goodbye. That would take too long. Sorry. Like how I just accused you of being racist, and then I just didn't do something with someone because they didn't pick a certain gag track.
Delta says Dr. Rhyme can't be racist, and I would love to hear the reasoning behind that one.
I don't even know how to what to think about that.
Uh-huh. Keep in mind, one time during the Super Mario 64 streams, I stated that one of my reasons to dislike Indigo was, in fact, because he was Indian.
Oh boy.
Because you're a doctor and a rhyme.
It's like the
what?
worst reasoning I've ever heard. You should take a debate class.
You'd ace it.
Like, actually, no. Don't even take a debate class. Join the debate club. Show off your skills. Take it over.
I recognize that song.
Take over the debate club.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is one of my favorite Expert Plus songs to play in Beat Saber.
Is that the one that you uploaded yesterday?
No, I uploaded Last Surprise yesterday.
Oh, yeah, Last Surprise, yeah. Damn, you suck at Beat Saber. When are you gonna upload the Better Call Saul intro?
When I was gonna do it when the last season starts coming out.
I agree. That's a good decision. When's the Shrek 2?
That'd be a long thread.
Yep.
Oh yeah, fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, someone mapped the entirety of the Shrek 2 movie in Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Whole thing. It's like an hour and a half.
That looks like the boiler boss.
Yeah. Because this is his house.
What this is? Oh, okay. Nice.
These are fun. Those are... Never mind. There are 2 level 14s in front of me. I changed my mind.
Amazing. You should S+ rank it. Delta does not understand how ranking systems work.
That's awesome. You should play it.
I
did. I started the Shrek movie, but it has like a full like YouTube intro by the person who made it. And I was like, okay, I don't want to sit through this.
Seriously?
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to record that specifically so I can see it.
It's bizarre.
Is that part mapped?
No, there's just nothing, which is why I stopped.
Nice.
So I would just sit there forever doing nothing, and that's just boring.
Whenever you play Beat Saber, and you upload the videos to YouTube, on every single one, you should have like a 2-minute intro saying, "Hey guys, it's me, Wonderfish. You should subscribe and give me money."
I should do that.
Will you do that for 2 straight minutes? So you have 20 seconds of the song, and you have to watch the second video, and then it's another 2 minutes of.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I agree. You should do that for the Better Call Saul.
And then I should have like a 2-minute outro.
Wait, no, you should do it 2-minute intro because it's specifically your birthday.
Oh, true. I could do that.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
It'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Don't Forget Me song.
Oh wait, no, that's just like the Xenoblade 2 battle theme.
Yeah, the one where they say "Don't forget me, don't forget me, don't forget,
don't forget me, don't forget me."
It's awesome.
Don't forget me, don't forget me.
Remember that one time where that one guy was like, "Don't forget me"?
Remember that one time when someone said stop talking about Xenoblade?
Nope.
I didn't think like the video
Sorry,
was good
guys.
because...
It's gonna be like this until 3. Not changing anything.
Okay. But like I'm really a big fan of the I don't like the stop posting Among Us memes. I hate those ones. I just don't like the video.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he made an entire remix of You Will Know Our Names, that is amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
It's so good. You Will Know Our Names is just some of the best music, period. It's a shame that that's not in, Wait, it might be in...
In what?
Future Connected.
You Will Know Our Names?
Yeah, there's named enemies in that.
Yeah,
game.
I think I fought an enemy.
Yeah.
The one enemy I did fight was a unique monster, and I'm pretty sure I heard it.
Yeah. You should play the game more.
I just haven't. I
know.
Kind of just played Cuphead today.
Yeah, you should play Future Connected so that you can hear the Fog Beast theme.
I mean, I have heard it.
Well, yeah, but you could hear it, like, legitimately. I heard it for the first time.
As opposed to illegally?
Well, it's not illegal, it's music.
Oh boy. It sure
really
is going.
I'm really, really happy about the 15-second silence after that sentence.
Yeah. I was thinking really hard about Toontown.
Yeah. I had a friend who did a stream, and I think it was the same guy that you watched utterly fail at
Genocide Run?
Yeah. Who, by the way, that's my DM. But that's the guy who sucks. But he doesn't suck. But like at one point someone, and I have this clip somewhere. No, I don't have it anymore. Never mind. But like
this is just not working out.
Yeah. But he apparently, you know, Toriel's Diary?
I think so.
Yeah, it has all the skeleton jokes in it. But so he read that earlier in the stream when I wasn't there, and then I joined on for the stream. And later on, we got a Steam notification that a friend of ours was playing a game. And so I just said randomly, do you think there's skeletons in that game?
Probably not.
And he said, "Oh, there probably is." Yeah. And I said, "On a scale of 1 to 10, skeleton?" And then he paused for a second. And he said, "You know, a skeleton doesn't go to a party alone because then he'd feel lonely." Because that joke was in that joke was in Toriel's diary. I didn't know that. So there was a solid 20 seconds of silence, and I just said, "Do you feel proud of yourself?" And it's one of the greatest
Oh
things
no, I unplugged
ever.
my headphones. This is the worst day of my life.
Oh yeah, he can
Oh
no longer
gosh.
hear.
Oh
He
jeez.
can no longer hear me.
I got
He
too
can't.
excited.
Damn, he can't hear me anymore. It's unfortunate. It sucks.
Okay, I can hear again.
Hi there.
Hello.
Yeah, we laughed for like a solid 5 minutes after that.
That's awesome.
It was vicariously one of the most amazing things to ever happen to me on a stream.
Okay.
Yep. This same guy also streamed Bendy and the Ink Machine, a really shitty indie game.
I remember.
Indie horror
Yeah,
game.
I remember you talking about how not good that one is. Prime
Yeah,
definitely didn't bully you while you couldn't hear. I believe you.
Yeah, but he was playing the game, and I actually know a lot about the game because I used to like it when I was like
Yep.
young and had no taste.
I thought you were gonna say
So-
young and happy.
I was not happy. I liked Bendy and the Ink Machine.
You cannot be happy if you like a Bendy and the Ink Machine.
True, but so I was featured on that stream because I just knew stuff about it. Oh, you should hydrate and consume a Tic Tac.
Oh, why would you do that now? I just finished the part where I didn't have to constantly be doing stuff.
Yeah. So I was featured on that stream, but he was like very new to streaming and didn't know how anything worked. So what he managed to do was he managed to give up trying to make it so that everyone could hear me. So almost the entirety of that stream, he was just talking to thin air, and I was also there and couldn't hear anything. Well, I could hear anything.
my
It's just that it was just like the people watching the stream could not hear me. They could just hear him getting advice from someone who wasn't there.
Oh my gosh. What a great
It wa-
streamer.
I know, yeah. It was amazing. It was really great because what music is this?
Throw your mask away.
What?
Persona 5 Royal, throw your mask away. Maruki
Oh.
boss theme. I
Who's
mean boss
Maruki?
theme.
Who's Maruki?
I meant final boss theme.
Oh, who's the final boss?
Jimbo.
Like from Jimmy Neutron?
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
It's a crossover.
Yeah.
It's one of those classic Persona 5 Royal crossovers that they do.
Yeah, like when they crossed over with Persona 4 Golden and had the Rise poster.
Oh my gosh, I'm being sucked into this elevator.
Nice. But I really like your name's Wonderfish, but you're a duck. Anyway, but
I can't be a fish.
that sucks.
It does.
So what I was saying is just like, and I was an ass the entire time he was streaming that game because I knew stuff about the game he didn't. So I just like directed him toward jump scares he didn't know about. So it was just him talking to some random person that no one could hear, getting directions on how to get scared even more. And then after it happened, he just said "fuck you" for 2 minutes, and no one knew why. It was glorious.
Are the jump scares in that game even actually scary?
No,
Yeah.
it was just the fact
bending the
it was-
ink machine.
Yeah, it was just the fact that he wasn't expecting it.
Wonder Duck when. Yeah, hydrated. And I have a Coca-Cola Tic Tac. Those are cool.
Nice. Pixie Dust.
Yeah, that is that person's name. I'm a big fan of Little Spunky myself.
Personally, I'm a big fan of Wonderfish.
I can't even see the other person's name. They're too small.
Neither can I.
Savannah. Significantly less exciting.
Savannah.
Well, maybe not if you say it like that. Ooh, boy. That sounded awesome.
I told you not to call me. Yeah. Another thing
Hey,
that was
Van
really
Damme?
great. What?
I said, okay, Van Damme.
Was that a Van Damme voice?
I told you already that every single voice that you do just becomes Australian.
Is he Australian?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's the accent he has.
Nice. I didn't know because I don't live in Australia.
I don't know. I don't live in Uriah.
I didn't know that. I don't live.
Dude, Uriah is just Australia. But
Yeah,
it doesn't look
true.
anything like Australia at all.
And everyone has bright green hair.
I think Australia probably looks more like Moradane.
We could ask Aiden.
He could.
Yeah, he lives in Australia and Moradane.
Yeah. His favorite character is Morag.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Remember that
Yeah,
one
that's
time he
my-
was like, my favorite character is Morag.
Yeah, on April Fool's when his banner was Morag.
No, he says it every day.
Yeah. His favorite character is actually Rex.
I think he would yell at you if you said that.
He would. I would consider saying Tora, but he does actually like Tora.
I like Tora.
I don't think you're a good person.
I figured that was pretty established already.
Yeah. I'm Australian, so Rhyme should read all my messages in that voice. I'm Australian, so Rhyme should read all my messages in that voice.
Yeah, there you go.
That also means that Delta Stream is dead.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Wonderful. No. Wonder Tart. Pinnacle of comedy.
Truly.
This is an area theme from Xenoblade 2, I think.
Nope. It's the cutscene at the beginning on the ship. When
What ship?
Pyra pops out.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I really liked it.
Actually, no, wait, no. Yeah,
Wait,
it is.
there's no-
It is. It is. I
Oh,
got it
there's-
confused because it plays again at the end.
Oh, yeah.
What? You mean,
Wait.
oh yeah. You've never seen that cutscene.
Wanna bet?
Have you seen the ending cutscene of the entire game?
No, I haven't.
Well, the ending cutscene is like 15 minutes, so...
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. So was the
It's
ending of
basically
Xenoblade
several
1.
cutscenes put together.
Yeah. You know what I don't like?
What?
I don't like people who don't like Zanza.
Do people not like Zanza?
I saw someone legitimately say that he was a ham-fisted god. At the end of the JRPG of Xenoblade 1, you could
Oh
fight
my-
God.
I hate
And
that.
like, yeah, I do too. Because like, I think the thing that annoys me the most about Zanza is he's a really well-developed character. They just don't focus on it at all. Like, I remember when I was fighting the final boss, Zanza.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, actually, it's Ryan. He comes back to life at the final 17th chapter.
Yeah.
So I was
Zanza was
fighting-
using Ryan like a puppet the whole time. That's the big twist.
That's actually was planned originally, except it was going to be the Mechanis using Ryan as a puppet. That was like... What was-
Lure has
wait.
missed 3 times.
I
This
have
game
not been looking
sucks.
I have not been looking at Toontown.
It's like getting us killed.
Dude, I would love to die by a Toontown.
Dude, I'd love to die in Toontown. That'd be awesome.
Dude, I'd love to die.
I'd love to stop living.
I would love to... The Mingler.
I would love to... The Mingler.
Anyway, yeah. But, like, what Zanza does is he offers for Shulk to become one of his disciples. And like on the surface, that just kind of sucks. Like that's just a really weird thing for him to say.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what that was? It was because he wanted a friend but couldn't understand how to get a friend. Because all of his other disciples were dead. And he wanted, like, he was finally opening up and realizing, oh, I killed Mayneth. I'm alone now. So he wanted someone to be with him, but he couldn't get past the fact that he's an all-powerful deity. And he just can't get over the fact that he's hungry for power, so he has to have some kind of power trip over his
Mm-hmm.
his quote unquote friends. So it was his own way of like scheduling a play date or something. And like I just thought it was really cool because, you know, that's not ham-fisted because he just wasn't ham-fisted at all. He was a good character. Not as good a character as like Egil, but he was a good character.
Yeah.
I think my top 3 favorite Xenoblade villains, not counting Zord, because Zord does not count. Use in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Is like Egil, Mumkar, Zanza. In that order.
I really like Banna.
Go to hell. I meant Xenoblade 1, dickhead.
Did I stutter?
Yeah, he does sell drugs.
Yeah, he did
I
sell
guess.
drugs. That did happen.
I guess. I mean, that's something that's cool, and Vanna can't be cool. Also, I can live with being dead.
Lure has missed 4 times. I'm going.
Oh.
This is actually terrible. This luck is like abysmal.
Nice.
I think at the lowest, every time that one of those has been used, it has had a 70% chance to hit. At the lowest. Mm-hmm. I think it's higher than that, but I don't know for sure. This is so... I started with... You weren't there for it, but I was doing a CEO where everything was going wrong in this game. Mm-hmm. People were just not making good decisions.
Yeah.
And then I did that DA office with someone trying to train their gags the whole time, and now I'm doing this and everything is missing. Mm-hmm. This just sucks.
Damn. I started sending art to people. And, I think I told you about this, but apparently whenever you, like, copy a link and send it somewhere,
mm-hmm.
or it's just, like, copy a link, Twitter will assume that you like, retweeted it.
Mm-hmm.
And so my entire timeline has now become based on your retweets. And it's just more art that I would want to send to people. So, like, my Twitter timeline...
My entire timeline is becoming art because of all the art that you're sending me.
Oh. I think
you've started a plague.
It's definitely the worst with Aiden, because Aiden and I share enough interests that whenever I see art, it is almost vicariously shown to him. So, like, I think one day I sent him, like, 20 messages, and then he woke up.
I love time zones.
Yeah. I keep seeing Xenoblade 2 art, and I'd love to send that to you, but it's also just, like, the women in bikinis.
That's what I keep being recommended. That's all I'm recommended all the time.
Recommendation, boobs.
That's it, yeah. I want to see anything else.
Exactly. That's why I don't send it to you. Yeah. And then, like, whenever I see, like, some Pokemon art of, like, Iris or Cyndaquil, I send it to Styx. And then whenever I see Futaba, I send it to Bailey. And whenever I see, like, Zelda, I send it to Bailey. And, like, I just send art to people.
Yeah, it's cool. I like art.
Yeah. Yeah, art's cool.
I
But
don't have
it's
any of
just
these problems as I
become
don't
my-
use Twitter. Look at you go, Delta Stream. You're so much better than
Yeah.
us.
You should
Don't
get
tell
Twitter.
me. Don't.
You should
No.
you should get Twitter specifically so you can follow Wonderfish.
Yeah, follow me and then deactivate.
Follow him and then block every single other account.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
The most base Twitter user of all time.
Ice physics.
Yeah, but fun. I can't believe that Toontown is one of the only games that makes ice physics fun.
I liked it in Mario Galaxy.
I don't like Mario.
Yeah, you are about to play Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not
God,
gonna like it.
I keep seeing like Sunshine gameplay and understanding how much hell it's gonna go be to just watch anyone play that game. Like it's,
anyone would be bad, but imagine me.
yeah, exactly. It sucks.
How is that game, like, up there with the greats? Whenever I see people play it, I just see people complain about it.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it
Why
has...
are you like?
What?
Go ahead.
People just, like, see Mario's name and they're like, oh man, this game is awesome.
Yeah, I played it. It's hard, Mr. Fish. You're gonna have a bad time. We should play Deltarune. Go 4 hours over estimate and play
No,
Deltarune.
I cannot do that tonight.
Oh, do you have plans or something? Or are you just
I
tired?
want to finish modding Beat Saber because I don't quite have all my mods back. I'm gonna... Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die.
That'd be so cool.
Suck. I've never taken so much damage from this minigame before, and it was because it just didn't throw the snowball twice.
Mario games aren't good. They're just innovative and nostalgic. Well, I like Mario Galaxy 1. Specifically Mario Galaxy 1, not 2.
I do appreciate Nintendo's level design a lot of the time, though. They're really
totally
good
good.
at making things, like, intuitive and just, like, really smartly making games.
Yeah, like Zelda games are usually really good.
And it's just most easy to notice with Mario.
Yeah. I like the 2D Mario games. Those are good.
I like them, too. I'm just not good at them at all.
Mm-hmm.
With some exceptions
100%
for the older games. Yeah, I can see that.
I like Mario World. That's probably one of my favorite Mario games. I should stream my favorite Zelda game at some point. It wouldn't even take that. It wouldn't even take that long. It's just like a good game. Does that really require me to download the emulator?
I just like looked over my other monitor and opened up Twitter.
What?
Like, I'm in the
Why?
middle of streaming. What am I doing?
Hell yeah!
Consume a Tic Tac. I can do that. Wait a minute. You didn't redeem Consume a Tic Tac. What are you trying to do to me? Hydrate. I can hydrate.
Welcome back, Indigo.
You're really trying to pull one over on me like that. Got him. Did you? I didn't consume a Tic Tac.
Yeah.
I thought you were notifying me, because I noticed it was highlighted message. I thought you were notifying me of something I missed. Oh good, I'm being attacked immediately. I'm almost dead.
Nice, nice, nice.
Hydrate for twice the price. You just redeemed highlight my message. That is not hydrate.
Yeah.
How do you feel now?
Dude, that's a boiler.
Dude, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm just actually going to die here.
Fan. Big fan.
This game sucks.
You suck.
Thank you, person.
No problem.
That other person, like, probably just saved my life. That was pretty cool of him.
Yeah.
You're a cool person, Delta Stream. Look at you just going crazy with your channel points. I'm being hard focused. This sucks. He just wants to kill me.
Oh yeah?
Hydrate. Stop. You're not redeeming anything. I think he could kill me here. That would be like really bad. I don't have a way to stop it from happening. I actually did something stupid instead.
Yeah. Big fan of my Twitter profile picture, by the way.
Run an ad. Okay, see, that's something I can do.
Hell yeah.
That's also one that I would do if you didn't redeem channel points. That would be the exception.
Wait, what's the song?
Doing this again. Counterattack.
Yeah, this song plays, like, during cutscenes, like...
A lot.
Yeah, I think it plays when, yeah.
This sucks. He's just, like, disabled our attack. Completely.
Nice. This one? Hydrate and consume a Tic Tac. I think I am going to live stream after this.
Are you now?
Yeah.
I don't know
how
much I'll be able to be there.
I mean, that's fine. But, like, ideally, after you stream, we do the thing where we talk for an additional 6 hours.
I would probably not be able to do that.
Yeah, I assumed as such, and so I might as well Xenoblade.
Yeah, it is Xenoblade music.
I read the Xenoblade right there.
Face reveal. That's a good try. Solid attempt.
What are you even gonna do for that kind of thing?
I don't know.
Like, are you just gonna wait 3 years and then buy a webcam?
I mean, I have a webcam.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do. Cool. Are you gonna upload, like, the Cuphead playthrough to YouTube?
I'm really liking the Cuphead, so I might.
Hell yeah. I'm very happy about that. Might send that to my older sister, because she likes Cuphead a lot. The face reveal will be a 2-second clip of Mr. Fish hydrating. It's got to be like a video of you jumping into a pool like the fish you are.
In a suit, so I can just copy RT game.
No, in a Mori cosplay.
Nah, he'll just dox himself. That sounds cool.
Yeah, I could do that. Dude, that should be a...
Dude, I could dox myself.
No, I could dox you.
I know.
That's the cool part. Like, that should be like a channel point for redemption. Like 5 million channel points.
5 million channel points. I post all my personal information on the internet.
Yeah. And then, like,
5 trillion channel points. I tweet up my credit card number.
5 quadrillion channel points, and I come to your house.
I don't go inside. I don't stay for more than 3 seconds. I just arrive and leave.
I drive by it.
If only you could buy channel points. Oh my gosh. If you could buy channel points, like, not only would I be rich, not only would I rich. Actually, yeah, I was gonna say that would suck, but Twitch should implement that so I could just steal people's money without feeling bad. I would still feel bad.
Yeah, I know. That's, like, not even a question. You would feel bad.
Yeah, I would.
What?
Mr. Fish would have to travel to India and then leave in 3 seconds. It'd be so funny. Mm-hmm. That would be funny, yeah.
Yeah. You do that thing where you take a flight to, like, Japan, but you fly to England first so that it flies over India. So you could say you technically were in India.
This person just said dies of cringe in Toontown.
Nice. Dies of cringe because that person is still alive.
So true.
Yeah. 1 cent per point? That is not enough. Dude, be like
$1 per point.
$3 per point.
$10 every point.
$10 for a tenth of a point.
Oh my gosh, imagine spending Freaking
Yeah.
$1,000 to make me consume a Tic Tac.
Wait, what song is this?
Memories of You, Persona 3. End
Oh
credits.
yeah.
The
Oh,
one where they
yeah.
go like Kimi 1A to Shika ni.
What?
The funny.
I haven't beaten Persona 3 yet, technically.
Never
I've
mind.
done all the social links. I just haven't done the final bit of Tartarus. I did go through and fuse every single persona in the game that I was missing, and then save edit myself some overpowered personas.
Nice Japanese. Thank you. It took a lot of effort.
Kimi wane shine no Shikikomori.
That is not correct.
That's the same tune as Persona 3 FES,
Yeah.
except it's good.
Yeah, I hate that intro.
I like the beginning part where it's just the woman singing, and then the guy comes in and starts rapping, and it sucks.
And the visuals the whole time are like terrible.
It's just like it's just like video of the game, but like not even good
Yeah.
video of the game.
Part of the problem is the game doesn't look good, so...
Yeah, like, it shows off, like, the high-cut armor and the maid armor for the
Lotus
women.
Juice Slander. Okay, I actually
him.
like Lotus Juice, but that opening is not good.
Mm-hmm.
It is just not good.
What was the one song that he did? It's the Trinity Soul one. I just don't remember what the name is.
Wait, the carpet one? He didn't do that.
He did. Yes, that was him.
That was him? That didn't even sound like him.
That was him.
Ah.
He's in the house like carpet.
You like the FES
And if he has
opening? I'm surprised.
And then if he go to hell. So, can I ban him for that?
No.
Damn. I didn't know we respected opinions around here.
We don't. Like, we can still scream at him, but it's not a bannable offense.
We have two very different definitions of bannable offense.
Mm-hmm.
Lotus Juice did the character theme for JoJo Part 2.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. I watched 2 episodes of JoJo the other day.
They're really good ones.
Yeah, I watched both the Darby ones.
What is a bannable offense? I mean, like, stuff
Well,
you actually realistically get banned for, like, spamming and stuff.
Yeah.
Spamming,
like that.
harassment, throwing out, like, slurs, like, stuff that you would genuinely be banned for.
Please say the word slur, and I can ban you for that.
Or don't. You could also not do that.
Damn.
This guy's doodle's name is Joker. That's awesome.
There we go, Delta. Goodbye.
No, don't ban Delta.
I'm not going to. I'm never serious. I just really want you to say yes. And yeah, we have banned people, but it's mostly just bots.
Delta no on the Persona 3 music as well.
Wait,
yeah,
can we just...
I think the only people I've ever banned are just bots.
Yeah, can we ban someone who never talks, like Jeremy?
No.
Damn.
When Jeremy is here, he does talk. He just doesn't make it around too often.
Yeah. To be fair, his name is Jeremy, so, like, I think that's a bannable offense in of itself.
Dang, that's pretty rude. Might have to ban you for that.
You can't do that. I'm a mod. I outrank you.
Dang. I hate to see
Yeah.
it.
I can ban you.
You
are a bannable offense.
That's so powerful.
Oh yeah, by the way, Fire Emblem Three Houses has been purchased, which means at some point I will be getting it, and then I will continue to not play it for I can't speak. Increasingly long amount of time. I've just got to beat Xenoblade 2, and then I have to beat Xenoblade 3, and then I have to beat Xenoblade 3, and then I have to beat Xenoblade 2.
I have to beat Xenoblade 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to beat Xenoblade X.
No.
That one, sorry, not happening.
Sick.
I would play that if they ported it to.
Yeah, I would
Switch.
too, and
I'm skipping
I
that
would
song.
too, and that's the unfortunate part.
Ooh, The Power of Jin. It's a cool song.
Dude, I love that dude.
He's pretty awesome. Xenoblade Chronicles X is the same music as composer as Attack on Titan.
What's Attack on Titan?
And one of probably the only anime I've watched, maybe next to Spy X Family, where I've actually listened to like the soundtrack and thought, "Dang, that's really good."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Our Light, yeah, sorry. Not a Toontown song. Our Light is not very toony.
What's Our Light?
Ending theme of P5R.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like Attack on Titan, it's mid. It is one of the only animes that I've watched where it kept me hooked throughout, like, the entirety of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I watched the whole show in, like, a week or two. I was very overrated. I have
a friend who likes
I thought it was
anime.
really good.
I have a friend who likes anime. This is a friend who likes Demon Slayer, and they talked to me about a certain plot point in Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally just like the most dog shit writing I've ever seen. At least the way that she explained it. But she also wants me to watch Attack on Titan, so
I think Attack on Titan's really good. I got bored
No,
after
I'm-
3 episodes and watched 6. It was boring and predictable.
Mm.
I actually, as the show was starting, I was like, this show's gonna suck. It's so predictable. And I told my friend Joe all of these different things. Like, I think this is gonna be what happens, and there's this and this and this. And I was wrong on a lot of stuff. I was super incorrect. So,
I think I heard like
predictable,
about the end of that series.
yeah,
I think I got
not really
I got
predictable.
spoiled for a lot of it.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan is good. Don't like the ending. Personal opinion. That is understandable.
That's
a lot
like-
of people don't like the ending.
That's like how you feel about Evangelion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the ending in Evangelion means also like... Well, I guess in Attack on Titan it would also mean like several episodes. Oh my gosh, we did it. That was such a scary field office. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Been spoiled on a lot of it as well, but it never bothered me as I never liked it. Never seen Evangelion though. You're not missing much on that.
Yeah.
Evangelion, that is one that is overrated. I don't know how so many people praise it.
Dominic
Like,
said
people
Dominic
praising
says-
Evangelion is like the equivalent of praising a book that you're forced to read in literature class. It feels like one of those pieces of media where it's like you're only supposed to get a meaning from it. It's not supposed to be entertaining.
I liked Lord of the Flies.
I never read that actually.
It's really good.
You have 13 health, that was almost bad. Yeah, we had it under control.
Oh yeah, wait, that reminds me of the time that I was forced to read Hobbit. That is an overrated book.
I didn't like The Lord of the Rings.
I haven't read Lord of the Rings. I read Hobbit.
I watched Lord of the Rings. Well,
Oh,
you could say watched, but I also fell asleep.
you wanna? Nice. I watched The Fellowship of the Ring and then none of the other ones.
Catcher
But
in the Rye
I,
made me have feelings.
you wanna
Oh,
know the
could you
part that,
relate to the sad guy who didn't have any good life and he hated everything? Man, that is just like me. I also am sad and I hate everything in life.
dude? I really liked it in uh fucking what's the name? Lord of the Flies when the only two likable characters died.
That sounds awesome. I like when people do
Yeah,
that.
the entire point of the book is like how anar is like the it's about anarchy and how like it gets sowed and like it's just the fucking political it's political commentary, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
good political commentary in the sense that you can read the book and not get any of the political commentary at all. That's my
Incredible.
favorite. That's my favorite kind of commentary, the one that you just don't get.
Tristan, I think I said the wrong title.
Hmm.
Rebuilds are sick though. You should watch them, Mr. Fish. Oh yeah, they made like a different version of Evangelion where it cut out all of the sucky stuff.
Oh yeah. But,
I
like,
did like the rebuilds. I was a big fan of those.
Wonder, did I ever tell you about the most egregious sin that the Hobbit commits?
What?
So you know, like at the end of your story, when you reach the climax and you're like supposed to really see an enormous like climactic moments,
Mm-hmm.
and like how that's always supposed to happen in every single fucking story in the entirety of the world.
Yeah.
Well, so what Hobbit does is it has one of those, and you get like a third of the way through it, and it finally, because like it's a conglomerate of 5 different political powers fighting tooth and nail to get this one MacGuffin,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like super good. I like it's such a good battle scene. But since the book is written in first person, the main character falls unconscious a third of the way through it,
Oh
and
my gosh.
it gets skipped.
Oh.
The climax of the entire book gets skipped.
Oh my gosh. Wait, Drew meant of mice and men. Yeah, I don't know how you said Catcher in the Rye instead of mice and men. I kind of liked Of Mice and Men. That book was okay.
Yeah. And another thing about Hobbit that I really dislike is that it will spend several chapters in like the cave of the goblins or like
The Cave of the Goblins.
the cave of the goblins because that's where he gets the ring from Gollum. But and also like the forest with the elves because everyone gets arrested. But then there's also like other even more interesting areas like the human town that is built on the Lake Town, the one that's
That's
made
a
out
creative
of
name.
wood. Yeah. That entire fucking area, those get like a couple paragraphs.
Nice.
The pacing in that book is so insanely unbalanced. Like, there's a plot point after the Goblin Caves where where Gandalf calls in enormous eagles in order to fly them away from harm because the goblins are trying to kill them. And they do that. And then in the climax, the same thing happens. And Gandalf calls down the eagles to like fight on their side. And Bilbo Baggins says, "The eagles are here!" And then he falls asleep.
What?
It's the worst. I don't understand how anyone could think that was a good like and like it's supposed to be assumed that Bilbo Baggins is an unreliable narrator.
I thought that people like didn't like The Hobbit but liked The Lord of the Rings.
I'm pretty well. That would probably be a really good. That would be good taste. I haven't read Lord of the Rings because I don't want to. It's actually on my bookshelf.
That's why I felt bad when I watched the movie and I like genuinely
Dude, I unironically love the Hobbit movies because it turned that dog shit pacing where nothing is explored beyond like a couple things and it gave everything lore, and it gave everything backstory, and it like turned Hobbit, which is because like you could read The Hobbit and have fun because it's a fun book, but it wasn't good writing, and it turned the good writing, and it turned the bad writing into like something that builds the world more that you could like. That's Striker's music.
Yeah. Wait, Delta Stream said Of Mice and Men was fine, Lenny died. This book was okay. This is the big reveal at the end, by the way.
Nice.
That's incredible. Oh my gosh. Demon Slayer
I read-
wax scene, its ending, I hate it. Demon Slayer is
I read-
overrated. The best
wait.
part is its unique style. I
Wait,
like
hold
Demon
on,
Slayer.
Hold on.
Do not spoil
read-
anything for me, I swear. Rhyme already
Yeah,
did that on accident.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I read The Lord of the Rings in 5th grade. I read those books slower than I have ever read any other book because they were so boring. And then Indigo says the manga is not that good. I love that.
That is awesome. I really like the Demon Slayer anime because it keeps me really engaged.
Mm-hmm. By the way,
It does a really good job of like making every single fight scene impactful. Like you know the fight won't even end here, but it feels like it's a huge moment.
Mm-hmm. I think Xenoblade 2 does that a lot and does it very well, where every single fight feels impactful.
Yeah, even though like they might just not be at all.
Yeah.
Giga
Like,
Rosa.
the one I meant more the conflict with Torna. Because like when Torna's they did a really good job in chapter 3 when they killed off the character because it established early on that they were a threat because no other character dies unless Torna's involved.
Yeah. That's really all that when it happens, yeah.
Yeah. Technically speaking, there was that one guy who died because of Vanna, but that doesn't count.
That doesn't count, yeah.
Yeah. Like, whenever Torna's around, you genuinely feel like there are stakes. And there are, because, like, usually when Torna comes around and they have, like, their entire forces trying to kill you, there has to be, like, a sacrifice made in order to keep them at bay.
Yeah.
Like, Pyra. In chapter 6, I think it is.
I predicted its ending to a T ruined the book for Of Mice and Men. Well, I mean, that just kind of happens sometimes. That book isn't exactly not predictable.
Yeah.
Fights just drag on IMO for Demon Slayer. Cool, just take too long.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fine. I mean, if it's a cool fight, I'd love to see more of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather see like cool fights than people talking about how they're gotta prepare for fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mr. Fish, how far through Demon Slayer are you? I am all caught up to the anime.
Did you ever read Percy Jackson?
I did read Percy Jackson.
Did you read,
I
like...
think I read the whole series, but I don't really remember.
Yeah. I feel like the 5th book wasn't that good.
I couldn't say, because that was 6th grade for me, and that was quite long ago.
Yeah, the 5th book is pretty much just like the climactic battle scene at the end. But it's really not engaging because there's no adventures. They just turn the entirety of New York into a war zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Hydrate, I'll do that.
All 4 of the other books are like adventures. But the 5th one is just a war.
Man, that always happens.
Yeah. Because, like, it's supposed to be climactic. I appreciate that they killed off Luke, though.
Ooh, we got, what is this? I think banana. I got a banana Tic Tac.
They all blend together, especially when you read all the other Percy Jackson series. That's fair, yeah. I only did Percy Jackson, then I read, like, half of Heroes of Olympus.
When half the season is one fight, it gets bad? Well, with Demon Slayer, I think the fights are just awesome. So if half the season is one fight, that means that half the season is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I love it. I don't care if the fight takes forever. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it makes it seem like the enemies are like an absolutely massive threat and take an absolute ton of work to actually kill. I think that's cool.
Yeah. I want to talk about that.
Only remember key points of Percy Jackson. I don't remember any of it, so.
I remember a lot of Percy Jackson because I like those books, and I just like tend to remember fictional stories a lot. Why are you trying to jump on the chimney?
So I don't have. I'm getting ready to like wrap up. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I know. I could tell.
We're kind of just like continuing to talk. Like
Mm-hmm.
everyone's really chatty now that the stream is ending.
Yeah, like it would be really unfortunate if you just ended the stream now.
It would be.